guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's tomfoolery is Smoke Sprite with RM and Sooyoung. Starting off with the collaboration itself, I kind of heard through the wave via Namjoon because he had posted a song of hers once, and I was like, oh, she's a vibe. I love a good indie rock type ordeal. And so when I figured out that was the song's category / genre, I was stoked. I was like, oh yeah, it's gonna be a hit. And then the song came out, and then I was shook. I don't think you guys know, like, as soon as I heard like the first couple of notes, I paused it and said, this shit is fire. I was enthralled, happy. I was like, yo, it tickled that one part of my brain that enjoys indie rock. And as soon as she started singing, it is game over. The song was already on the Spotify playlist. Fuck that. The album was already on the playlist. There was no possible way. After I heard her vocals, game over. Now, I can understand people not liking this specific category / genre, which is okay. Do your thing, boops. But for me, top tier. The title track, from Like Crazy by Jimin, anything like the teaser, that's basically my song of the year for a while until somebody can make something better. But if it can't top Smoke Sprite, it'll be sitting right next to Hope on the Street for me as contenders with song of the year, because all three songs I know are gonna be I know that song is gonna be a banger, but those two songs, bangers, like absolute. I will play them anywhere. Now onto the visuals of the music video. It is like this very eerie, opalescent space that seems normal but not really normal. We saw double Sooyoungs. We saw Namjoon right in front of like a car. What's it called? A car graveyard. That's all I know. That's what I call them. And him just sitting down, chilling, vibing, and then he's in front of like a landscape and whatnot. By the way, shout out to Sooyoung for actually running in the snow. It was so cute when the whole of her team basically came and like hugged her a little bit, hugged her so they can keep her warm. But yeah, kudos to her because the dedication to that, admirable. Speaking of behind the scenes things, one thing I will say is that little clip with Namjoon like speaking in his regular, like his quote unquote real tone of voice, done. Girl died, deceased, resurrected again, and then died once again. Your girl was simping a little too hard at that. Your girl had to pull herself together in those behind the scene credits. But back to the freaking music video. One thing I truly do want to say is that this is the most subtly erotic thing I've ever seen in K-pop in a while, and that's saying something. I think we should get more on this level of subliminally there, but not necessarily there. It doesn't necessarily have to be provocative, but it has to at least give you like the imagery, if you know what I mean. There's and I would like to formally say Smoke Sprite is such a misleading title because it sounds like, something weird or quirky until you listen to the song and it's like, oh, this wasn't what we were all expecting. And then as soon as she gets done with like her 2 verses, then Namjoon pops up and it's like, he's gonna take this home, and he does. And then he makes the line, you ain't gotta be mine, but let me just hit you right. I said, oh, wow. Cause I was trying to be naive. I was trying to be blind to the very obvious standpoint that the song was at. And he just made it clear. I was trying to be naive. I was trying to be innocent. I was trying to keep my sanity. But nah. And then her telling us, like the audience, about him saying, take me on my knees. That he suggested it. What a sadist. Like, why would you let us know that? We all know he was kinky. But did we? The confirmation. Hey, I don't knock no one's hustle, but jeez, don't put that type of imagery in the brain. Now I have to be a purist when I talk about these lyrics. Jeez. So Sooyoung and Namjoon are not talking about each other. They're not even talking about the same person. They're talking about two different people, which is the reason why when you see that whole little 360 of them, they're always standing back to back from each other, not looking forward. The whole song with Sooyoung's half is mostly the anticipation before intercourse. And so with the building of tension, she's having these irrational fantasies, almost radical in a sense, to the point where she's almost at the brink of frustration, I guess you can say. I'm keeping it PG. Now, Namjoon, on the other hand, is in a different dilemma. Friend out here ambushed him on his bed. That's a presentation. You was out here like an open platter for this man, which is fair, but still. His bed is his favorite place. Jesus Christ. I truly can't. So the girl who served like a platter on Namjoon's bed is not his girl. So obviously we have some issues because that's not your girl. But it doesn't matter though. It seems like Namjoon took a page out of the Wattpad's dictionary. Jesus. Yo, I swear BCS be talking about us not being delusional, but you feed some delusionality. Is delusionality a word? We'll see. We'll figure it out. Then Namjoon enters with Sooyeon at the very end to, rephrase the intro. Well, not intro, but the chorus. I personally truly like the song. It was not only is it subtle, I like the little subtleties with it. It also gives me a cackle every time I listen to it. And I blast this bad boy max level every single time. I actually showed my friend this and she put it on her playlist because it was so good. You gotta convert everyone into an army and you gotta spread the population and growth and wealth. But yeah, that's all I have time for. Like, comment, subscribe, comment your thoughts on the song. I will eventually do Hope on the Street, but I'm doing that when the due date comes. If you know, you know. And for sure, I'm going to try to do it ahead of time. I think I already got most of the video done. I just have to not be emotional while talking about it. The theory video for Oh My God is almost done. We're still working on that one because I've been trying to work some things out. Because I also have a personal life outside of this. But yeah, like, comment, subscribe, and last but not least, I'll be seeing you in your nightmares. Bye!